Hello everyone, it's Rui. It's been a few weeks, but I am back with a new video, and we are in Nasha Town with Aino, who I actually got a few days ago from just doing the art conquest. So yeah, this video is basically me showing you my new checklist. Yes, I have a new one. And building Aino, and also exploring not krai and just sharing my thoughts on the region as a whole. So without further ado, let's just get started. So I had about 4 or 5 Stella Fortuna in my inventory, and you all know it, I love Kazuha, so I had to get him to 100 out of 100, and I think the next one I want to get to 100 is probably Neuvillette, but yeah, I had to get Kazuha up to 100 because I love him. Unfortunately, again, I don't have his echoes because I tried that many times and it's probably a skill issue, but I would rather not have that headache. So, I actually got Aino on the 10th of September. So she is a level 1 and she's super cute, and I'm going to switch her weapon to the last event that we had in Natland where we got that weapon. Her artifacts are going to be like a mix of everything for the time being because I have not farmed for the artifact domain, but I am going to ascend her to about 70, 80, and then later on I will level her up a little bit more. It's just really depending on how many materials I have left. I did actually fight the knuckle a few times, and I did use some fragile resin, but it just had to happen. So yeah, Aino's at 40. I was able to get her to this level, and the only thing that I really needed were the portable bearings and her boss materials, which coincidentally, Flins also has the same, and I did not realize this until later on. As for her weapon, I will be getting that 80-90. It's just the focus right now is raising her and getting her talents up and the artifacts. The artifacts are actually the biggest thing that I want to focus on. But for now, her talents, I'm going to raise those, but not to 9. She's mostly support, so yeah. I mean, I don't even know if I'll use her in the future, but basically the whole time I will just get her to 166, and that's it. If I need to get her any further, it'd be easier because, funny enough, she actually requires the Arlecchino boss mats, so that should be pretty easy to get because I actually have a lot of those in my inventory, or at least enough. So yeah, I use this team, my Nuvi, Yaimiko, Baiju, and Kazuha team to fight not only Knuckle, which is such a funny name for a boss, but I use this team for exploration. Obviously, Aino would have been a better choice in terms of gathering materials, but since she's not very built, I'm just using this team. And so yeah, I did this a couple times on like 2 days later after I got her. So aside from that, I also had to collect the portable bearings, which using Aino, I actually did not realize, or at least I forgot from the live stream, that they said that she can show local specialties. So while I was navigating, I got stuck in the quest here that unlocks like, I guess like it's not Krai's version of Reputation, I guess. But yeah, here popped up is my new Genshin to-do list. So my priority tasks right now are actually getting Flynn's talents to 999. So I have to get those books, and luckily the domains are open. I have to get a full artifact set for Flynn's. Again, that's going to take a while, but artifacts are important. And I'm also going to explore Nodcry to earn primos, because even though I have about, at this date, about 160 wishes for Flynn's, it's still not enough because I still need to get primos for Varka. And again, the ongoing tasks are getting 20 million Mora and farming for rocks and forging enhancement ores, which is important because I need to get materials for the forgeable weapons. I already obtained enough level up books. Obviously that's going to be from like exploring and everything. I'm going to complete the remaining world quests. That's something that's very important to me. especially if I need to level up like the not krai reputations, and plus I just want to have fun in not krai. And I'm going to try and get my Natlan exploration overall to 90%. So that's going to be something I'm going to do off camera. Maybe I'll film something later, have like a little video where you just follow along and or farm next to me, have it on in the background. Let me know if you want something like that. And then future task, I'm going to farm for Varka's artifact set. I don't know what artifacts that he'll be using, but that's just something that I want to do. I will also have Varka's ascension and everything, have enough materials to triple crown him. Obviously, I will also get his weapon, and I'm going to try and reach exploration in all regions for 90% plus, and then complete the remaining world quests that I have. Like, say, if I have some in Natlan, I'm going to complete those. So it's just like a lot of stuff to do, but the checklist has been updated, so hopefully I get this done, and yeah. And while I was doing this, I got stuck, and I don't know what happened, but I just escaped into the ground, and I just got stuck. Funny enough, I was able to see the bottom. I was actually hoping to like maybe move Nouvellette enough so I could fly to the bottom, but it just wasn't working out. So yeah, it's just one of the funny things that I ran into while questing. Just, yeah. And I was able to get enough portable bearings in like the course of a few days, since they reset about every 2 or 3 days in game. So I was able to get these, and I was also able to level up Aino from 40 out of 50 to 50 out of 50. And yeah, here I'm using her as like the marker on my map so I can find the materials. And the one thing that I have gripes with not krai initially was the fact that there was a lot of the term is non-consensual questing. So I was basically dragged into quests without my permission to just even like gathering a simple mint. So I don't know how to feel about that, but I guess that's just how it works. But the next day I was just back at fighting the Knuckle Duckle. Actually fighting this in the Spiral Abyss when it reset on the 15th was actually pretty fun. The only thing was that I had to get like the little robots, I guess, to just power up and then hit Knuckle Duckle. So aside from that, this is actually a pretty easy and fun boss. I have no issues with it, and yeah, it's pretty fun. So yeah, honestly, this whole section is me just leveling up Aino. She was actually pretty quick to level up. I'm not sure why, it just felt much more, it was just faster than previous characters. So yeah, I will get her to 70 out of 80 and then eventually 80 out of 80 because I noticed a lot of the 4-star characters I have that I may not be using are at 80. So yeah, and here I am in the talent domain because Genshin now has that feature where the talent domains are available with all of the talent books for a little while, so I'm just grabbing as much as I can for her. And yeah, this domain was also not that bad, and exploring in Not Krai has actually been pretty fun. And using this team as well, because then I can just use like Quicken, Aggravate, eventually Electrocharge, and it's just like it felt, I don't know how to describe it, but it feels very fun to explore again. Maybe because it is a new region and there's like new mechanics. I mean, there are some parts where I'm like kind of frustrated, especially with the Kuvaki mechanics, when if you're not close to it enough, then you can't hit it, or you can't drag something if you're far away from the Kuvaki like plant or something like that. That's something that I feel like we'll just have to get used to and just try and figure out. Obviously, it's probably my skill issue. but it's been pretty fun. I really like the Frost Moon Scions area, where it kind of reminds me of Enkanomiya a little bit, which has made me nostalgic to go back to it. But yeah, the event Clink Clank Clash, say that 5 times fast, actually just started. So yeah, also if you hear any noise, it's because I'm recording while the window's open. But yeah, I actually made a choice for this. I did look at the constellations that I have remaining for each character. Eventually, I am going to get Shenhe C2. That's just my choice personally. It's what I want for my Skirk team, obviously. But for the other characters, I'm like, no thanks. So yeah, but let me know what you guys chose and why, I guess. Yeah, like your reasoning. I mean, I could technically get Yoimiya C1. That might help a lot. But seeing as I haven't really used her much after I got her, I may not go for it. And same for just any other character like Albedo, Kaching, any standard character. I don't think I'll be getting their constellations, although Diluc C3 intrigues me because I want to get more constellations for him, but in general, I'm going to settle with Shenhe. So yeah, let me know which one you guys chose, what you'll get eventually. I'd love to hear it. I am also excited for the anniversary rewards because that means I can get a 10 pull for either to use on flins probably or save the remaining for Varka. So yeah, and then exploration, I'm definitely gonna explore Not Krai. The resort exploration is kind of meh. And then yeah, this I'm gonna do the music event, but that's gonna be on my iPad. And for this, I actually chose to get Yume Mizuki, but also let me know which gender character you chose as well. Okay, so it is about 4 days after I got her, so I'm able to get her to 70 out of 80, and honestly, it felt fast. I don't know why, it just felt fast. Again, I'm not focusing on the weapon. Her artifacts are like non-existent. Her talents, I'll get them done. But the funny thing is that when I was getting my commission rewards, this happened. Like Yehoda just ran up, and honestly, it took me by surprise because I was like, what? Like I thought she would appear like the other characters in that land, just fade in, but she just ran up to the table. So I was like, okay, that's funny. The talents, I did manage to get her to 144 just off camera, but since I'm getting her to 166, I'm just gonna craft and then basically fight in the talent domain about maybe 1 or 2 times more so I can get her fully to level 6 for her elemental skill and her burst. Okay, so I'm back with the books and then I now have her at 166. I won't take her any further. Maybe not, but at least I know I have enough of the Arlecchino boss mats for her if I do want to get her to 199, but that's basically aino. Alright, so this is the yap session of the video. So first and foremost, I hope everyone is having a good day, night, or afternoon wherever you are. I hope everyone has been having fun with Not Krai. I actually did finish Act 1 and Act 2 over the course of probably a week. I broke it up into little sections so I didn't feel overwhelmed. I did complete Act 2 pretty quickly because that one didn't take me like hours on end, but it was actually a pretty good story. I actually preferred Act 2 a lot, mostly because I was able to see flins in action, one of the 5 sinners, River. I don't know how to say that name because I've been playing in the Japanese dub, so I'm just gonna call him River. Please let me know how it's pronounced. I'll probably look it up later after this voiceover and after this video, but I'm just gonna call him Riri because that's a cute nickname for him. My jaw dropped when I saw him, both in his non-body form, like his not established form, although I should have put spoilers. So if you have not done Act 2, but you've seen any pictures of Riri, yeah, his form is just insane. Also, the artists online were very quick in presenting him, so I was like, I need to see this man, and I hope he's playable, but that might be delusional. I just really like his design, and yeah, I'm very, very excited for Varka. Although I did feel like us as like players who like Varka or are interested in Varka were kind of played with, because it's like, oh yeah, he's not at the flagship, he's off on an adventure, and then at the end of Act 2 he shows up, but like the screen is black. So I was screaming, show me Varka, show me his beautiful self, but I guess he's not going to appear until maybe the next patch, hopefully, or like, honestly, I really hope it's the next patch. I really want to see him and in all his glory and take as many pictures as I can. So yeah, and then because I met Flins, I know you all knew that I said I was going to go for Varka, like hard save for him, but I can't refuse Flins, guys. He's really, really like pretty, and I like him, and I'm going to wish for him. I'm not going to get his weapon, but I'm going to wish for him. So yeah. So as for Aino, we're gonna be back to building. She has no artifacts. That is a fact. And I'm going to farm for that set, but that's gonna take me a while. She is C0. Since she's in phase 2, I'll probably get some copies anyways, so that should be exciting. I'm not gonna send her to 80-90. I just don't think it's something that I'll do right now, maybe in the future. Now I'm gonna update you guys on my character. So Skirt. This is my Skirk. Here are her stats. This is her weapon, has not changed. Artifacts, she is on a full set with one off piece, of course. I'm still working on this, but I think so far it's been pretty okay. I've been doing pretty good in terms of pairing her with Farina. Faruzan, so these are her stats. I'm still not done with her build, but this is where I am currently. She is on a 4-piece emblem set. As for her talents, I'm still getting them. I just need like a few more weeks and then I should be good. And for Charlotte, here is her stats. Her set is supposed to be a 2-piece emblem, 2-piece gladiator, but I'm still working out some stuff. Yeah, she's still C6, and her talents, I'm still working on them, so I'm not done with them yet. As for Rosaria, here are her stats. And yeah, she's on 4-piece emblem because I decided to just put Dahlia, who's coming up next, on noblesse only. And again, I'm still leveling up her artifacts. Here is Dahlia, and here are his stats. Huh? He's mostly on like an ER build, so yeah, his weapon is Favonius, his artifacts is going to be mostly noblesse, so I'm gonna switch these. Obviously, I would like it for him to be on emblem, but I think the best thing for Dahlia is to be on noblesse. And plus, I did some strong boxing with noblesse, and I got some pretty okay pieces. He's still C0, and I only have his burst left, so I'm going to get that done next week. Okay, so I am in Nasha Town with Aino, but it's basically been 10 days since I have been in krai. So at the start, I actually had 123 of the wishes and 1,000 primos. I have actually completed exploring krai, so we're gonna compare how much I have now. Okay, so I just got the last item that was on my compass, and here is basically zoomed out of proof that I completed 100% exploration of Pala Isle, Hisi Island, and Lempo Isle. And let's just look at my wishes and how many I have now. So I have 176 and 1,033, which I'm going to convert so we can get the final number. Okay, so now it's 182 wishes and 73 primos with 10 days left and 6 hours on the banner of phase 1 of krai, which is actually pretty impressive to me that I was able to take about maybe almost 8 hours just to explore. I still have 216 Luna sigils, and 9 Lunoculus, which I assume that based on the map and everything, there's going to be like a new area. So I'm going to turn these lunoculi in. Yeah, that's the plural. So yeah, I am actually at level 5, and I got a lot of these shrine like keys. So I opened 3 of those already, but I assume that we'll have like another expansion, hopefully, in like maybe in the next patch. Again, I'm not sure. So yeah, even with the compass, it doesn't show up, but I assume the area should probably be around here, maybe closer to Fontaine, somewhere like east. Yeah, I actually took about 2 days and about a total of maybe 8 hours, maybe less, to actually complete all of the islands and just do everything like the world quests and all the puzzles, getting all of the little Mora bombs, I guess. I don't know what to call them, but I was able to get a lot of materials and resources. And I was also able to get the Valiant Chronicles done, like only Sigurd and Raskolnikov. The Crabsar I have not yet fought again, but I will do that off camera. I'm not sure if I actually will because the avatar frame, it seems cute, but for me, I'm like, I don't know. But since these offer primos, I'm like, okay, I might as well just do it, but the 4th one will probably be in the expansion, so that's going to be exciting to see. I also got a lot of achievements, and I guess the only last thing I need is to upgrade the new moon, or the statue of the new moon, to the highest level to get that name card. Okay, let's take a look at my inventory. So for weapons, I got the event weapon to about 80-90, and here it is. I'm probably gonna get it to 90-90 eventually, but since I don't really have anyone to use it on and I did not wish for lauma, I think I would just leave it alone. And these are the artifacts that I got, mostly from exploring. You get these sigils and you can go into these hidden places to unlock all these artifacts. So you can pause to read any of the artifacts here that I got. Again, I'm going to farm for the whole set anyways, but this is what I got. I also got a lot of heroes wits and everything that I can use for both flins. Yes, I will be pulling for him, and varka. As for the shafts and the warrants and stuff, I will have to keep farming those because those are materials that aino and flins needs. I did battle Knuckle Duckle a few more times just to get the ascension materials. I also have crowns, and the Guide to Vagrancy and Philosophies of Vagrancy, which I still have to farm for flins. I'm also getting the Flare of the Long Light Flint or whatever. These are such long weapon names, but I'm getting that so I can use the forgeable polearm for flins because I don't plan on getting his weapon, but we'll just have to see. Again, I have so many Luna sigils left, and I can't wait for the new expansion so I can just turn these in and get rewards. But yeah, I also have a ton of new teapot blueprints that I've learned, and it's just going to be pretty fun forging those as well. Okay, so that is the end of this, I guess, episode 1. I'm just kind of laughing at the fact that there's a guy doing jumping jacks, and there's a couple, I think, or just 2 people on the right just staring at aino. It's just kind of funny to do my outro here. But yeah, I pretty much am fairly happy with Nod Krai. I actually started to explore the area and I actually had a lot of fun. There were some frustrating moments, of course, but maybe it was like a skill issue and my own brain not working. But I also was de-stressing from a pretty stressful week at work. So yeah, I have been having a lot of fun doing the anecdotes and exploring, getting to use my characters, and just getting rewards for exploring. Like, I don't know. I did feel great exploring Natlan and the areas like within that, but Not Cry just felt a little bit more, in my opinion, manageable in a sense, and the world quest did not drone on and on and on. They were actually pretty fun. The mechanics were really fun as well. The little robots too, so I can't wait for more. Yeah, and then in the next video that I'll be doing, I will be pulling for and building flins all in one video. Hopefully that won't take too long, but it probably will. So if you like this video, please give me a like and consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this. And if you've watched until the end, listened till the end, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!